I never liked Halloween, even before I had a reason not to. Some people come from a religious family and gravitate away from it. I come from the opposite. My parents go overboard on the holiday every year to a point that it's beyond enjoyment. You might think it sounds fun, but it gets old very quick. My mom dresses up in costumes almost every day of the month of October, which is harmless enough, but my dad is the real menace. His favorite thing to do is pull pranks and try to scare me any chance he gets. If it were a couple of times this season, I'd laugh it off, but no, he does it pretty much every day, sometimes multiple times a day for months. And each year, he's been starting earlier and earlier. This year, he was starting his bullshit by end of August. It was brutal. I'd be sitting at the family computer working on a school paper late at night, look up and find him making a face through the windows. Or I'd be going to bed and he'd hide out in my room and jump out in some freakish Halloween costume. I never liked scary movies or scary stories or anything like that. I watch a lot of comedy, mostly clips on YouTube. I'm 17 and an only child. Usually on Halloween I would stay home like it was any normal school night as my lunatic parents gave out candy to trick-or-treaters downstairs. This year, however, they were out at a Halloween party thrown by the city, so my dad asked me to hand out the candy. I didn't want to do it, so I turned the porch lights off and stuck the bowl outside, staying in my bedroom upstairs with the windows drawn. It was around 10 at night when I heard a loud banging on the front door. It was so loud I could hear it through my headphones. At first I thought it was from the video I was watching, but after I took them off I heard it again. Someone was knocking at the door. I assumed it was trick-or-treaters upset with the now most definitely empty bowl they'd found, but I didn't care. I was keeping the rest of the candy myself. I put the headphones back on and continued watching YouTube. Maybe an hour later I got up to take a shower and got ready for bed. Before going to sleep I checked all the doors and found the back door was unlocked. That wasn't unusual at my house, but I always made sure to lock it at night. I went back to my room and decided to watch a few more videos with the lights off in bed. A couple minutes into the first video I heard a noise, but I assumed it was coming from the headphones. But when the video ended, I looked back to find my closet door was now ajar. I never leave the closet door open, and I knew I hadn't tonight, so I got up to check. But on a hunch, I looked out the bedroom window first. Yep, sure enough, my dad's car was parked in the driveway. My parents had gotten home early. My dad must have snuck into my room when I was watching videos and was now getting ready to scare the hell out of me. Well, not this time. I could see him standing there behind the closet door, but I pretended I didn't notice. I left the bedroom and made my way to the garage where my dad kept all his stupid costumes. The one that always scared me the most was this demon mask, so I figured it was only right I use it against him for revenge. I was in the dark garage digging through the box in search of the mask. It was cold and damp in there, and it always made me uncomfortable at night, so I wanted to get it over with as quickly as possible. I snatched up the mask and walked out of the garage, making my way back up the stairs to the bedroom as quietly as I could. Step by step, I creeped up the staircase until I reached the quiet carpet of the second floor. I entered the room, giddy to get my dad back. I made certain not to give myself away as I approached the closet. I reached out for the knob, held it tight, and yanked it open with a vicious growl. But there was nobody there. "Dad?" I said, puzzled and disappointed at once. Then I thought about something I saw in the garage. Or rather, something I didn't. I went back down the stairs for confirmation, and when I opened the door, a chill ran down my spine. My mom's car wasn't in the garage. They hadn't taken my dad's car. My parents were still at the party. I didn't know what to do. Should I call the police? Maybe I was seeing things. I guess I wasn't certain there was really someone in the closet. I didn't want to get in trouble. But I also didn't want to get murdered. I held my phone in my hand, ready to dial, and I took a few steps up the stairs. I shouted out, "Whoever's up there, you have 10 seconds to leave before I call the cops." I waited, but I didn't hear a sound. Was I imagining things? I didn't know what to believe anymore. I returned to the garage to pick out a weapon. A baseball bat or golf club or something. Anything to protect me against a potential intruder upstairs. Suddenly, an explosion of rumbling nearly gave me a heart attack. It was the garage door opening. My mom's car rolled in with my dad at the wheel. They got out of the car and asked what was going on, and I explained the situation. My dad took the golf club from my hands and walked upstairs to my bedroom as me and my mom stayed downstairs. He checked around for a while, then there was a commotion and a scream as my dad came from around the corner holding a strange man by the back of his neck like a kitten. The man was butt ugly, with patchy hair and crazy eyes. He just kept saying, "Okay, okay," over and over, as if to say, "You caught me." My dad whacked him a few times with a golf club on the way out, and my mom called the police, but by the time they got to our house, the man was long gone. My dad said he found the man hiding under my bed. I don't know what would have happened if I had just gone to sleep.